Hey, how's it going, guys? It's SKP Bricks, and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars build and review. So this one is 75372 Clone Trooper Android Battle Pack. This one comes with 1 Shock Trooper, 3 normal clones, 2 battle droids, and 2 super battle droids. And we got big spider droid. We got their little speeders. So let's get into this one. So, empty everything out. So this one, we have just the normal things, and then we got a separate booklet for you. I think pack number 3 is all for the spider droid, so I'm going to open pack number 1 and 2. I'm hoping that is true. Put that to the side. And this one, I don't know why they've got such a big bag for so little pieces, but hey ho. And then they've got another little bag inside this one, which I also think is a bit pointless, but it's just a waste of plastic. But hey ho, that's how it goes nowadays. So first of all, it looks like we are just doing the normal clones so far. So we just got the standard. I don't know why, but for some reason it seems the clones' heads seem to keep getting more and more tanned each time. So we've got 3 of these boys. I do not like their weapons. I think these weapons are really crap. But LEGO doesn't really do proper weapons anymore, which is the problem. LEGO doesn't do proper weapons at all, I don't think. Got another clone there, and then another clone here. And by the look of it, I think these clones should definitely have some weapons. So I think these guys will have these rifles, just a normal standard blasters. Which would be good. And then we should have somewhere this little box here with some explosive charges in it. And then put this on top of that. That's an explosive charge. And then I think this is the speeder. So we put this on top of here. Then we have 2 of these pieces. Got 1 there, 1 there. And then we have, I'm trying to find where it is. It's a bit annoying. Some of these, where is it? It's because it's actually lighter than what it says on there. Then this one goes on like this. It's not the best speeder, I do have to admit. The speeder does seem pretty rubbish compared to what speeders have been like in the past. It seems almost like this was just made as cheap as it possibly can. With little, it doesn't even tell you how many bricks it is. But looking at it, I really do think this was made really cheaply. I mean, this speeder is like, wow, it just seems really shit to me, this speeder. Considering how much you actually pay for some of these sets. I think this one's like 24 odd quid. And yet it can't even produce a decent speeder. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty ridiculous. Just how expensive these are getting. And then on this bit you should have 2 black pieces here to go with your really shit speeder. And then the 2 guns, which I've already gave to my guys. And then we'll have this one over here. This one states it's supposed to go like that, but then it overhangs. Oh well. That goes there. This one goes on like that. And this one goes on like that. And then we have you there. Oh, you just popped off, don't know why. And then it is just your standard, really, really bad speeder. And these two go in here. Like this is, compared to speeders previously, this is really crap. I do not like it at all. I used to see how speeders were previously, and this is not how a speeder should be. Like previous, especially like the older speeders. And when I say older, I mean like early 2000 speeders were a lot better than this. So that's a speeder. With these couple crappy pieces to shoot out of, which you just get lost instantly. I can already see that happening. Like those bits are going to get lost instantly. I don't know why the shock trooper, where's his actual weapon? As weapons here. I don't know why the shock trooper only has a pistol. I'm not going to lie. Seems a bit underwhelming. And then he's got his binoculars, which won't actually fit into his hand. Oh, now they will. Got binoculars, and then obviously, as standard, in pretty much every clone set that you get some battle droids. Some B1 battle droids, everyone's favourite. Everyone just loves them. They're one of the... I think they are pretty much the cheapest Lego model ever. I'm pretty sure. Because no one really likes them. They are just here. They're just there just to fill it out and make it look like you're getting more for your money. I've never really liked the B1 battle droids. But then again, I mean, B1 battle droids, they are part of the actual Star Wars thing, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know why, but this guy's got this on him. And then this is one everyone's been waiting for years, which is some new B1 battle, B2 battle, well, super battle droids, I guess you'd call them. I think they are called B2s, but super battle droids. Everyone's been missing these guys. Just look. I don't think they've actually, no they haven't, I don't think they've actually received an update in look from what they used to be. I just hope their legs, the bit on their legs there that meets the torso, that bit was a bit that I constantly used to have problems with it breaking. Like the rest of the model would be fine and it'd just be the legs that would have broken bit on it. Yeah, that bit there, the bit that clips them to the torso, that front bit would always come off, or one of them would always break. And then you'd end up with like half a Super Battle Droid model. So it's really, really crap in that respect. But it's good to see, I think they have updated the arms, so the arms do look alright. You got 3 of them bad boys. And then it's on with this turret, I guess you'd call it. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. So it goes there, and then this one's supposed to go like that, and then that one goes like that. And then this one, for some reason, I don't know why, but it has 4 points on it. I don't know why it's got 4, but it's got 4 on it. I guess that might be the hold stuff on it, I guess. Put you on there. And then we got you on there. U on the bottom just to make sure it's all flush. And then we have, okay, so these ones, these front ones, they can also be used as shields. So you could pick them off, put them on, and use them as the characters, as the clone shields for the shock trooper, I guess. I guess that's what it'd be used for, the shock trooper. And then we have just one of their standard crap guns. One of their little shooter blaster things. I don't like them, but that's just what they are. And then we need to do this boy. So it goes like that, and then each one of these has this side, and this side has one going up like that. Just like that. And then this will have another four-way sided piece like that. One with one of these on like that. And then the other side has this on like that. And then this bit will go into this bit. Both going up like that. And then in between those two, you will have you have a 1B3. And on this one, you'll put a brick. Then you'll have this on here. One of these bricks on like that. And then you go up like that. You go into the bottom like so. And then you go on there. It's quite, I guess it's meh. It's sort of standard Lego nowadays, but it's an alright-ish design, I guess. It's not the best, it's certainly probably not the worst. So this one goes like that, and then you have this one on the back here. And then you have this one goes on here, like that. And then you've got the lightsaber hilts, which they seem to be using quite a lot. And then this one goes up like that, and then obviously will come down like that. And that is where the droid will go on to fly this thing. It will hold on to there. Its legs will just dangle. And that is that. So that is those three parts done. And now I'll chuck these spare parts over here. Now we have bag 3, which is the spider droid, which seems to have a fair few pieces to it, to be honest. Not sure what this spider droid's going to be like. I think it's called a spider droid. That's what I'm calling it, because it looks like a spider. Right, so first off, we need you. And then we need one of these. It does seem like it's going to be a smallish build though. Right, and then 3 pieces like this, which go into here. Should be one more there, which will go into there. And then we should have a blue piece like this. Then we will have you like that. And then you like that. And then on the back you put this one through. Like that. And then this one goes in through the bottom like that. I don't know if that goes all the way up, but it goes a fair amount up, because then we've got to put this one on top as well. And then you've got this goes on top of here, and then this red one, oh no, it's not even red, but it looks, oh no, it looks more pink actually. Forget I said anything, it does look more pink, I'm not gonna lie. And then we got the dome, goes on top. That's kind of a crap design, really. I thought that would have held a bit better, but it's not even... It does actually hold together, but it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie. And we need to make 3 of these. So we have one of these pieces, one of these pieces, one of these pieces, and on the back is one of these pieces. I'll make 3 of these, so boom, 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 and then boom. Boom, boom, then you on there, and then you on there. There's 3 of these ones built. But obviously it's not fully built, because why would it? You go on there, you go on there. You go on there. And you go on there. You go on there. And you go on there. And then on this one each of these, you place one of these bits. This video is already a lot longer than my Minecraft ones. Like that. And then on these, you'll connect one of these. Each one of these has one of these 4 pieces, like so. And you'll repeat that until you've got all 3 of them done. And then you put these ones like that. So put these flat. And then turn it over. And then on this one, it looks like you will put one of these blocks like this. One of these grey wedge blocks, and then you will put one of these grey sloped sort of pieces, and you will repeat that 3 times. So, oh, you got to go on there properly. Got wedge block, grated block, and then random curve block. And on this one you do the exact same, so boom boom, a wedge block, and then you got the, where's that final piece? I'm being stupid, where is it? There you go, right here. And then for the final little piece, we've got another 3 of these, but we've got 1B3, then you've got that. And then you put one of these on top of it. And then you put one of you, and another one of you. And then we got this like this. And then this one goes up and clicks onto this one like so. Yes, that is exactly how it goes. So we've got you, trick you on there, trick you, trick single dot, trick you on there like that, and then turn it over, connect that on. And then for final time, and then I think we've got a couple of little things to do with, I guess, the blasters on this thing. Where's this other one? Oh, no, I'm being stupid. Right, don't worry about me, I'm being stupid. As per usual. You go on like that. And this goes on like this. And then these bigger sides here go down the bottom. So you'll click this one in like this, and this bottom side is on the bottom, and that'll be the exact same for all of them, with these bits hanging on the inside, the dome bits pointing inwards. And this will make the legs of this, I guess, I call it Spider Droid. And then each one of these ones here will have a black rod coming out of it. So 1, 2, and 3. And these will be the blasters coming off of it. Each one of these has one of these, and then from that point we will have one of those pieces with one of these little red pieces activated on it. And that is the same for every single one of them. So we put this on. I don't like that the head doesn't fully stay on, I'm not going to lie. And then each one of these has their own little sight. This is like the reticle of them. So the aimer, the reticle, maybe an eye for it. That goes like that. And then each one of these other ones will hold a rocket in. So you get a rocket. You get a rocket. They got to go in a weird way. And you get a rocket. And then obviously squeeze the head down more. And that will be the finished product. That spins along. His head, it's quite annoying that the head doesn't fully stay on properly, but I guess that's how it's supposed to be. Although I do have 2 parts, so I don't know where they go to. This will be when it's actually supposed to be for previous to keep the head on properly, I bet. Okay, yeah, I know exactly what this is for. So this bit here is, I missed a piece, step out. This bit is supposed to, I think each one of these ones is supposed to have one of these little red ones in it. Like that. And the fact that it doesn't is, well, that one does. Good. Oh, crap. And then you go on, so that properly goes on there, and then that, the head properly goes on, and that actually sits properly now. That is very good. So, this is it all built. You have the Spider Droid, that's what I'm calling it. You have the speeder, which is very, very crap and basic. You have the little defense fortification. I guess these are right for shields. Don't like these turrets, never have. You got the little speeder. You got 3 super battle droids, which is quite nice. You have 3 normal clone troopers. 3 just normal clones, which are right. 1 shock trooper, which is nice that they've done a shock trooper. And then 2 normal B1 battle droids. And obviously you've got a box of little explosives and some things for the turret to shoot from, but I don't really care about the turret. So overall, I think I paid like 25 quid for this set, 25 quid. So price point, I mean, you get 4 clones, and I guess the real only benefit here is the super battle droids. So you do get that. That's 7 minifigures. I think they usually used to do 8, but then you've got 2 B1 battle droids, which are like really cheap and crap. They're just fillers. This spider droid, I actually do like it. Like, I do quite like it. It's quite nice. It would be nice to have a little army of these. These little speeders, they're as simple as what they look. But I just don't like this speeder. Like, compared to speeders that we got in previous battle packs. From, like, the early 2000s going into, like, 2010, 12 era. Like, the speeders that they had were so much better than this. Like, this is so... It's a really rushed design. It's a really bad design. Like, I know they got the play function of these stupid cannons and all that, but compared to what they usually used to be like, these speeders aren't my cup of tea. And again, this little shooter thing, playability for kids is alright, but I don't really like it. I do like the rest of it though, and the fact that you can take these off and then put them on your clones and have your clones protected is very nice. Overall price point for the minifigs you get and a couple of the builds, I'd probably say it's 7 out of 10 because it's about 25-26 quid. So I'll probably go 7 out of 10. It's good if you want to build army because you have loads of these little crap speeders, a load of these spider droids, a load of these. You have a load of these turret fortifications which you can probably make into an actual better one. You get 4 clones, 3 normal, 1 shock trooper. You get 3 super battle droids and 2 normal droids. So it's good for army building. And if you're just using it for army building, if you want the clones and you know somebody who wants the droid part, maybe you split it in half. You split it in half and you pay half, he pays half. You get the clones, he gets the droids. Bish bash bosh. But if you're just collecting one like the clones, it is good, but it is expensive just for 4 clones. But it is just, yeah, it's one of those things. If you want to build armies, it can be good. But you would have to build, you'd have enough to build a droid and a clone army. So if you're planning to build 2, that's fine. If you only want the clones, you can maybe sell the others on Bricklink, on eBay or anything. That's what I'd recommend, because just to recoup some of the money. So if you didn't want the droids, you could sell all of the droid parts, maybe for half the price of the set. And just keep the clones, keep the speed and the fortification. But build-wise, I mean, the spider droid, the droid speeder wasp, whatever thing, and the fortification's alright. This speed is a bit basic, so's the fortification really, but they're alright. I mean, 26 quid, it might even be a bit more than that, somewhere around the mid to late 20s in price range. It depends where you look. I think I paid £26 odd, I think, on Amazon when I bought it, but they did have a deal, so I might have paid a little bit less, but that's what I think it was going for retail. I think something like 26 odd quid. So price point, definitely probably a 7 out of 6, maybe a 7 out of 10. Build wise, I would probably say out of 5 it's probably a 4 out of 5, maybe a 3 out of 5 actually, because yes, this spider droid's alright. Yes, this little speeder is as basic as it looks actually in the films, but the clone stuff is crap. Like, it's only really good if you want to build the droid side of the army, so you can have multiple of these spider droids and multiple of these going. But for the clone side, that is really, really crap and basic compared to previous iterations of the speeders that we've had. Even in the 501st battle packs, the speeders were better. So I think the speeders really let this one down, so I'd probably say a 3 out of 5. Overall, I think the fact that you get 4 clones, you get 3 super battle droids, and then you obviously get 2 things each. You get a fortification, a speeder, and one of the spider droids, and then you get just the 2 disposable crappy like pound droids. I think overall I'd probably give it 7, maybe an 8 out of 10. Probably an 8 out of 10 on the push, only because it is good if you want to build armies, because you can sell the other half and then use what you could get from the other half to recoup cost to then buy more. So it is good in that respect. But it's also, like a lot of people probably finding, the qualities like the builds, the quality's getting less, the amount of bricks used are getting less. I say the quality, like the actual quality of the bricks is the same, and you've probably got more techniques and better pieces in it, but like the actual quality of the design of the builds and the amount of pieces going into these builds are a lot less for what you're paying. Like this, like it just seems like you're getting less for your money for the builds. The builds seem to be getting smaller. It's like with the new turbo tank, I think that one's being discontinued because that one, compared to all the rest of the turbo tanks, was tiny, and it cost more. Same with the AT-TE. No, the AT-T's, I think the only clone vehicle that hasn't been shrunk, it was the Republic gunship. That one didn't receive very good things because it's a lot smaller. Price is high, but it's a lot smaller. They add more pieces in, but then you're using a lot of like tiny little pieces like that. Like you're using a lot of tiny little intricate pieces, which push the price point up. Saying, oh yeah, but it's more pieces. Yeah, but the size is drastically smaller and it's not as good. But I'd probably give this a 6 or 7 out of 10 just because of the fact of, especially for the clone side, this is just not acceptable really. It is so basic, and the fact that you're almost paying £30 for a battle pack, whereas battle packs previously used to be like $12.99, and you used to get like 6-7 minifigures. It's just kind of disgusting how prices, but yeah, 6 maybe 7 out of push out of 10 for the overall on this. So if you want me to review any other battle packs, let me know down in the description, or hop over to the Discord and I'll have a channel on there for any video ideas or anything that you would like me to see. And if you agree with something that somebody's put, just put a reaction to it. Don't spam like 5 reactions, just put like a yes or a no. Just a tick or an X reaction. And what I might do is once or twice a month, I might go with the 2 most popular ones and do reviews on them or builds on them. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.